Hey guys, Jason here, and a lot of you are probably reading the title of this video like, what the fuck is XAT? Well, let me tell you about it. XAT is a website that was once originally known as a website with Windows programs. Since then, it became bigger and better as Flash content was added. Once the chat boxes were introduced, XAT became a much popular website with its chat groups that were introduced later on. XATs and days were introduced in 2008. XATs allowed you to use special timed animations on the chat, as they all costed 25 XATs for each use. As for days, were known as subscriber time. Days also allowed certain smileys that don't have animation to end up having animation. XATs and days are also used to buy powers, which enable you to do special abilities or even use more smileys on the chat. Group powers were introduced in 2010, with those powers allowed everyone to use the power if the power is applied on the chat group. Some powers are rare and are in limited supply at launch. If any limited powers run out, they can be bought from a chat called Trade, which users can trade their old powers for XATs or days at higher or lower prices, depending if the power is rare or not. XAT chat groups also have the feature to log in to MSN or AOL Messenger client on the chat group. You can also private message with a user on the chats as well, which will bring up a tab in the chat box. And private messages are used in the same way, except they will appear on the main chat with a padlock beside it to indicate that it is a private message. The good things or positive things about XAT is that sometimes you may meet someone that is actually pretty cool. It can also be a good place to promote products or even promote a YouTube channel, since there are always tons of people on the different chats. I suppose that I should describe how everything works in the chats. You have this little bar on the side here that shows each member that is currently in the chat. The chats also have a ranking system. The rankings are guest, which is a green pawn, member, which is a blue pawn, moderator, which is a white pawn, and owner, which is a yellow pawn. The red pawn just means they are offline or not at the chat. Now, are these rankings a good thing in my opinion? Well, not really, and I will explain why. The ranking system on XAT is really just complete ass in my opinion, because a lot of the owners or mods abuse the power that they have and will ban or kick people from chats just because they feel like doing it. Now, you can argue that the main owners that created the chat should be able to do that, and I would actually agree with you if the XAT chat pages were not made public on the XAT.com webpage. Whenever a chat starts to get decently popular, they will become featured. Now, you can make it possible to where your XAT chat is not allowed to be made public, but most people do not do this, so random nice people will walk into their chat full of bad owners and bad moderators and be forced out of the chat for absolutely no reason at all. Overall, I don't really hate XAT. It's a nice chat site and probably the best chat site that there is. It is possible to find many bad people on the chats, but like I said earlier, you can find some decent people. I also know that the review was not very long, but there is honestly not much else to say about it. It's just a chat site where you talk to people. Nothing more, nothing less, really. Would I recommend giving XAT a try? Sure, go for it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.